Hello, my people. Good evening once again. Welcome to Aisha the Mother's YouTube channel. And please, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the love, for everything you do to support Aisha the Mother. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing and everything. Guys, today I'm here to give you a story about how some houses can be a cause of your downfall. Some places we go can cause a lot of losses to our lives. Like you can be like in a good you can be supporting yourself, you have money, you can be everything is okay, and then you move from where you think you are not okay, then you shift to another place, or you come on and you buy a new house and this house becomes your downfall. You come when you have everything and then you go back to zero. Oh, now welcome to Aisha the Mother, and please let's start this. Once upon a time, I was once in Uganda. Then there was one house. We were renting a house in Bunga, in Nankulabye. Me and my husband, we had one kid by then. And then somebody tell us that she has a house she was selling. So me and my husband, we got money and we bought that house. I had my business and my husband had his business, and everything was going well in Lento, in that house where we were renting. But I can't tell, but things started changing, and we got that money, we gathered the money, and since the money was not too much, the house was 2-bedroom. There is one sitting room for kids and one sitting room for visitors and one dining room. Then in that house there was another small room which we could call for visitors. So the room was almost like six rooms. Okay, let's make it 6 rooms, because there was a sitting room for kids, like play, where kids play, and then there was a sitting room, dining room, master bedroom, and one room for our kids. So this house was not expensive. We paid money. I brought half of the money and my husband brought some half of the money. So we had to pay this house in cash. But after, when we shifted to that house, life started changing. Life was not easy. Things started changing. My husband started not to come home. Like when he come home, he come back late in the night. Before he was not like that. He started coming late at night. Like if it is African time, he started coming 3 p.m. in the morning. 3 p.m. People are going to work, he's coming home. And I was like, why you do this every time? Our life started changing. Before we were happy, life was moving on well in the Lento. But when we got our house, then there was this kind of losing money every time. Money is losing. Business was going down. Every time he's losing money. And then I was having bad dreams all the time. I could wash my pants and hang them on the hanger. And I used to lose pants, like knickers, underwears. I used to lose them. So every time when he come back, I was like, are you the one taking my underwears? Where? Why? Because when I wash them and I hang them there, I don't see them. So I started thinking that maybe there is a problem with the house. But when I used to talk to him, he was not like, why you start this witchcraft thing? I told him I'm not a witchcraft, but I'm talking. Then things started cutting my body. I used to start having things cutting my whole body. When I sleep, I woke up when I woke up, I go to shower. As soon as the water fall on my body, I used to feel like pain. Then every time he come back, I was like, what's going on? Why my life is in I started getting miserable life. So I told him every time. The guy was like, he's okay. Then he started having affairs with other women. So life started changing a lot, and we got a lot of expenses. That is when I started taking care of the family. Everything was me. So by then, I didn't know that he already even collected some of his clothes. One day I was in the wardrobe. I checked and I found out that this guy already took some of the clothes. So I took day off and I was arranging my bedroom, checking the clothes, what old one, and then put new clothes. I found out that this guy already took some clothes from the wardrobe from our house without even informing me. Then one day he was at home and I came back also. He came early, I came back late. Then we had an argument and I asked him, now you are arguing with me because I came back late, but for you, you usually come back late. So my husband was like, I have a right to come back late, but you don't have a right to come back late because at home you have kids. You need to see what they don't have, like milk. Like I was like, okay, since you are back early, you should. Then I had to open up to him and ask him, when did you take some clothes from the house? The guy was like, why? Why should you ask me? I have the right to take the clothes. So by then I knew that he had fallen in love with another lady, but which was okay for me. The only thing I wanted him to do is to tell me if he doesn't come home, I should know. But he never told me that, and men usually do that, which is okay to them, but it's not okay for us. So I didn't know that even his business was down also, though he had a different women, but his business also had fallen. So I tried myself to put myself up, and I told him it can't work. It couldn't work. I can't stand a man who comes late back in the late of the night, and I couldn't help myself to stay with a man who sometimes doesn't come home. Then it was difficult for me to be a wife and a dad, and I couldn't manage to be at home as a housekeeper. No. Why should I be called a housewife? Yet I take care of the house, I buy everything, I take care of the kids, and people call me someone's wife. No. So when I decided to leave that house, I realized something was wrong there, because I was always having nightmares, strange nightmares. I'm getting cuts on my body. So I knew that something was wrong with that house. But maybe before we came to that house, there was a woman he brought in that house. I don't know, to supervise the house. I don't know, but I was too much challenged in that house. But when I left that one day I started to leave. I packed my things and left that house. But I'm telling you, when I left, I found happiness. I got a job. I left also the job and I got another job. I was happy. No nightmares. No, those cats did not come back, and I was managing my life. So guys, I think when you see that there is something wrong somewhere, guys, when you see that there is something wrong somewhere, better leave before you lose your life. And immediately when I left, the guy came home at 3 in the midnight, and then he found that I'm not there. He checked that my things are not there, the kids are not there. What he did is to go back and bring that wife. So when you see you are not comfortable where you are, better you run for your life before it is too late. Thank you guys. Hope you like my story and hope I bring more. Please subscribe, leave a comment, share, and I hope you like the story. See you again. Have a lovely